look, we're here with Nina, Stan. We've got Jermarcus, the best man. And we're going to talk a little dog today. Look, we used to do a podcast, and in some form or fashion, it's still kind of podcasting per se. I'd never liked sitting down talking in the first place. I never did get it. And I said that on the podcast many times. I said, I don't get why people do this. It's so much to be done. Who wants to sit down and talk all day? So today's topic is we're just going to talk a little about progress. So where'd you start in the dog space? Where are you at today in the dog space?
So I started out just as a customer. I had a dog get hit by a car, and now we're helping people prevent their dogs from getting hit.
And how do you help them do that?
By breaking down the communication for them, make it make sense for them. Instead of saying dog training terms, I make it understand for what they need.
So give them a dog training term. What's a dog training term?
A verbal marker, leash pressure, all of these terms these people are spitting out all the time versus... If somebody play basketball, I'm going to say a hand check or defensive stance. So they really understand what's going on. And then the dog, it makes more sense for them when they're looking at the dog when they understand it.
Okay, real wordy, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. It makes sense. You know what happens when the cameras come on?
That's why I think that's what he wanted to do with his practice.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's what we're doing.
So fill in that gap, and this is just going back to doing some better storytelling. I think most people get anxiety now when it comes to dogs and their behavior. And that anxiety then leaks into the dog. And now you got, like when a nervous person gets nervous and they start making more mistakes, it just gets like, I spilled it. Oh, shit, I broke it. It's like one thing leads to another. Now everything is ruined. All because they just need to take a deep breath and sit their ass down for a second. Drink some water, motherfucker, or take a shot.
Calm down.
So I would tell you, calm down real quick.
Let me take a shot real quick.
Take a breath. I got some whiskey in there if you need it.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It'll warm your soul, brother. Now, talk about the impact that you want to have on the dog industry because, we've talked and I told you, look, man, you can't go get bit forever, man. Yeah, no. You got to figure out how to turn this into a business because nobody want to be on the ground. You're a good actor. but you can't act like that.
Your body gets beat up.
Beat up bad. So how do you hope to affect the dog industry in a way that gives you an exit strategy?
Well, I think we've already affected the dog game in a positive manner. People are having more fun with their dogs. They're doing more. They're getting out in the world. And they're actually taking the time to spend that bonding time with their dog because they see the stuff that we're able to get our dogs to do. And we didn't do it the way other people did it. We literally built a bond with Rocco, and then we started doing all of the formal stuff. So I think we've already affected the game in that way because we get comments of people saying, I like my dog more because of what you guys do, or you inspire me to have more fun with my dog. So that's more of the exit strategy, is having that and being able to get it to the masses even more. So the business side of things is where you come in and we're fine-tuning that. But again, I think just getting my communication down even more is going to help more people as well.
And again, this is all practice, which is an opportunity to invite people into that place you get uncomfortable. Because again, I told you, when we watch you with the dogs, it's a no-brainer. But then, the camera come on, you get a little shaky. Yeah. You get a little shaky like a dog would. So you've got Nina here. She's been a supporter. How long have you been training with Stan?
A year now, yeah.
And what is it that you like about his style of training?
He's easy to talk to and ask questions with. It's very personal. It's not like a box, like going to some, unknown place with a training behind it. I can talk to him, ask questions. It's like hanging out with a friend. But he's very knowledgeable in the way he can show you how to work with your dog, and it's improved my bond with my dogs for sure. So.
And what have you learned from Nina in the process? Because I think as a business owner, especially when you're building your business, you are supposed to learn from every person you come in contact. And you'll keep doing that. The business continues to grow in whatever ways someone's communicating to you. So what are some things you learned from her in the past year?
I'd say more organization. She hit me up about something in October.
Yeah.
And just getting that aspect of it. She has, 12 dogs? 11, 10?
16.
16 dogs. And And they all can live with each other. There's boundaries. There's different things that, I mean, a lot of people don't have. A lot of people can't get two dogs to get along with each other because they don't have that physical presence. They don't have the dedication to it. And having 16 dogs takes a lot of dedication. So I guess I would take that for sure. And then the conversation we just had this morning, it makes more sense. You should charge what you charge and stand behind that and get it up front, basically. So business is... The dogs are the easy part, like you said. The business side of things, the organization, structure, that's what I need. Structure.
And she can assist in some of that, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. And we know JerMarcus here. He's sitting here like a mute. He's also new to this dog space in the way that we're approaching and attacking it. What are some things that you've learned from him? Because I know he takes heed to some of your guidance as well. Mm-hmm. And what are some things that you'd like for him to learn moving forward?
So we had a pretty good conversation back in like February, I think it was, just about different insecurities, just different stuff like that. Yeah. And you can see it in his dog. And when we've talked about this, and like Rocco's my super confident side, Oakley's more of my insecure side because of whatever reasons. Dogs are a reflection of us.
Jekyll and Hyde, huh?
Yeah, and that's exactly how it is. So seeing how he works with his dog, sometimes I can go back and watch some of my old videos, and I'm like, damn, I look just like him. So hey, don't do this and don't do this. Like, you don't want to make these same, not mistakes, just lessons that I had to go the long way around. And he's very receptive to everything that we're saying. Like, even sometimes he'll be like, well, it was this, this, and this. And it's like, oh, it makes sense, but this is what it is right now. And we've had that same conversation. Yeah. It's like, bro, you're doing this. It's like, well, this is I don't give a fuck why you did it. Like, this is what you're doing, and don't do that. Yeah.
I would say definitely with him too. First, from a leadership standpoint, where you stand, make sure you correct some of the defense. A lot of times he's quick to respond, and that response is semi-reactive because his background is in defensive behavior. So in his head, that's why I tell him, I said, bro, you don't know. You don't fucking